What's up, Vikings Nation? Purple family, buckle up right now, because what I'm about to talk about could define the future of the Minnesota Vikings for years to come. This is not just another off-season rumor. This is about pressure, expectations, and the fine line between stability and chaos in the NFL. Across the league, nearly a third of NFL teams have already changed head coaches this offseason. And when that many seats are on fire, it naturally makes fans ask uncomfortable questions. And yes, even here in Minnesota, one name has quietly entered the conversation: Kevin O'Connell. Just 1 year removed from being named NFL Coach of the Year, it sounds crazy to even whisper this, but the NFL doesn't care about yesterday's trophies. The question now is simple and brutal. How safe is Kevin O'Connell's seat heading into next season? Kevin O'Connell arrived in Minnesota as a culture changer, a modern offensive mind, and a coach players believe in. From day one, he's been praised for leadership, communication, and building a locker room that feels united. Winning Coach of the Year validated that vision, but history tells us something uncomfortable. That award celebrates a moment, not longevity. It does not guarantee job security, especially in a league that demands constant progress. Around the NFL, we've seen award-winning coaches fall fast when postseason success doesn't follow. And that reality is exactly why the Vikings' next steps matter more than ever. What makes this situation even more intense is the quarterback position. Everything in today's NFL flows through the QB, and in Minnesota, that spotlight is burning bright on McCARTHY. Last offseason, the Vikings made a bold decision by committing fully to McCARTHY as the future. Kevin O'Connell publicly backed him, calling him the franchise quarterback and building the offense around his long-term development. But fast forward to now, and the tone has shifted. Instead of certainty, we're hearing words like competition and evaluation. That doesn't mean panic, but it does mean urgency. McCarthy's development is no longer just about patience. It's about proof. Proof that he can lead this team, elevate the offense, and take the Vikings where they need to go. This upcoming season is massive for McCarthy. It's the season where flashes aren't enough anymore. Consistency, command, and wins will be the measuring stick. For the Minnesota Vikings front office, this year could define whether McCarthy is extension-worthy or whether the team needs to pivot fast. There's no luxury of endless development timelines in today's NFL. And here's where the pressure really ramps up. Kevin O'Connell may not have the runway to wait forever. Coaches don't always get to see long-term quarterback projects through if the results don't show up quickly. We've seen this story before in Minnesota. Mike Zimmer lost his job after consecutive seasons without playoff success. Even with a strong defensive identity, that memory still lingers in the building. If McCarthy struggles early, the leash will be short. Every decision, every interception, every stalled drive will carry weight far beyond one season. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: playoffs. 5 seasons as a head coach without a postseason win is extremely rare in the NFL, especially for a team with expectations like the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings ownership has historically been more patient than many franchises, but patience has limits. At some point, progress must turn into results. According to respected voices around the team, next season isn't just about improvement. It's about getting back to the postseason. No excuses, no moral victories. This is why quarterback insurance has become such a hot topic. Analysts are saying the Vikings cannot afford to place all their hopes on McCarthy alone. The argument is clear. Every aggressive option must be explored. Whether it's a veteran bridge, a surprise trade, or a competition that truly pushes McCarthy, standing still is not an option. In today's NFL, teams that hesitate fall behind. And the Vikings cannot afford another season defined by what if. What makes this situation even more uncomfortable is watching former decisions play out elsewhere in the league. When quarterbacks move on and find success, it naturally reflects back on the teams that let them go. That kind of comparison fuels pressure inside the building. Decision-makers know that optics matter, especially when expectations are high and patience is thin. It creates a sense of urgency, not panic, but a clear understanding that next season must deliver tangible success. Kevin O'Connell still has strong support, a proven offensive mind, and respect across the league. Players respond to him. The locker room believes in him. But belief alone doesn't keep jobs in the NFL. Wins do. Playoff appearances do. Momentum does. This is why next season feels like a crossroads. Not just for O'Connell, but for the entire Minnesota Vikings identity. So Vikings fans, let me ask you this. Do you believe J.J. McCARTHY is ready to carry this team right now? Or do you think the Vikings must make a bold, unexpected move at quarterback? Should the team double down on development or protect itself with a serious alternative? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this debate is just getting started. No matter where you stand, one thing is clear. This offseason and the next season will shape the future of the Minnesota Vikings in a massive way. If you're locked in on Vikings news, analysis, and real talk from a fan who lives and breathes purple, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for daily Minnesota Vikings news. Share this video with every Vikings fan you know, and let's ride this journey together. Skol, Vikings Nation. The pressure is on, and the story is far from over.